Good evening, Jessica Van Vonderen with ABC News. North Queensland residents are cleaning up after days of heavy rain and flooding. The low pressure system is now over Western Queensland, bringing some relief to drought-affected areas. The town of Guru, south of Townsville, was cut off, but floodwaters have now started to recede.
A town underwater, Guru south of Townsville inundated as the Halton River rose to a record 3.1 metres. Today the water rapidly receded and residents started to clean up.
There's nothing you can do about it, you just ride them out.
Rodney Jackson says he parked his Corvette on higher ground just in time to miss the flood.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Some residents now face hundreds of dollars worth of damage. Local SES crews say many were caught off guard as the river rose a second time yesterday. Most residents heeded the warnings to stay out of floodwaters.
We had one minor call out yesterday, but apart from that, Guru's a very resilient town and no call outs were needed.
As locals focus their efforts on cleaning up, the Burdekin Shire Council is urging residents to conserve water after debris from the flood spilled into the Guru water treatment plant, affecting supply. In Townsville, some places received up to 500 millimetres. There were 70 calls to the SES for help.
The road here was totally flooded. It was right up to our back door.
Locals made the most of the unusual sight.
It's never like this, so it's good conditions at the moment.
The Emergency Services Minister praised the resilient nature of North Queenslanders.
This is not seen up here as a disaster. What has happened in Townsville over the last 72 hours has been great rainfall for the region.
The wet weather has seen the dam spike to as high as 82% and still rising.
The Premier was briefed by Emergency Services while monitoring the North Queensland weather pattern. The low is currently over the west and could dump up to 300 millimetres.
I understand there's a lot of farmers out there who are really hoping and praying for a good drop of rainfall to come their way. We can't guarantee everyone as much rainfall as they'd like.
My wish for you is that that rain falls right where you want it and it fills your dams up.
A boost for the region's water supply and its spirit. Ria Abraham, ABC News, Townsville.
And Harriet Tatham is in Cloncurry in northwest Queensland. Harriet, how are people feeling?
Jess, the rain started in Cloncurry yesterday, and since I left Mount Isa earlier this afternoon, it's definitely been increasing in intensity. There's some outback roads which have already gone under, and there's water lying around in the paddocks. It's the first sign of decent rain we've had in quite a while out here in outback Queensland, so many locals are happy.
You walk downtown and talk to people now, and already you can see that their hearts are warmer and their smiles bigger. It's just so exciting to see. You know, this has really been a tough time. A lot of people have started to destock. They were looking at a year ahead that was really going to be, very disastrous.
The rain is expected to continue tomorrow, so the drenching is far from over. Authorities are warning people to stay away from floodwaters.
Well, let's go to Jenny Woodward now. Jenny, where is the worst of the weather?
Well, Jess, on the satellite, you can track the movement of the low pressure system over the past few days, and you can see that the cloud cover extends a long way out from the centre. Now, it's moved quite quickly today, but it's slowing down, which allows those heavier rainfall totals to develop. Today, the highest falls have been between Richmond and Cloncurry. So far, Punchbowl near Julia Creek's had 87 millimetres and Etta Plains 74. Now, the severe weather warning continues, and it includes destructive winds, which could occur with thunderstorms. Windora's already had a gust of 115 kilometres per hour this evening. The low is now west of Mount Isa. It's expected to continue moving west over the next 24 hours, and then it's likely to move south to southeast of Boulia. But the track is still not certain, as it depends on the influence of an upper trough. But in any case, there will be scattered 24-hour rainfall totals of between 75 to 150 millimetres, with isolated heavier totals possible. And I'll be back with more weather details later.
Thanks, Jenny.